I asked my players about what they thought their favorite moments in some of the games I've run have been, and I got far too many answers to ever cover uh, in one video. So I thought I'd roll randomly after making a list and see what I came up with. And in the end, it ended up being somebody's favorite part about my games is that in one of the games, we have a hex map, and one of the player characters has declared a challenge on a god. The god, in turn, accepted the challenge and declared a game. The party is being followed by a being of immense power. The being and the player character are both aware of the other's location at the same time. This is mainly so that I don't have to keep track mentally of where the other creature is on the hex map. But it's created a really tense situation for us. So at every in game day, we'll roll a D100 and see what happens. Most of the time, the enemy character moves one hex or 30 miles in a day and then sleeps. Sometimes, though, they roll that he moves two. He travels through the night without stopping. Sometimes they roll the same thing, but he travels 3 tiles in a day, 90 miles, and then spends the next day recovering and not moving, giving the party a better opportunity to maneuver away from him. It's been interesting to say the least, and the looming threat of this character approaching the party has added certainly a whole nother level onto the game where currently the party is going after a series of objects that they need for a ritual to bring someone back from the dead. So, on top of the creature chasing them, they also decided to split the party, right? And not just split the party like in a dungeon. Half the party has gone north and the other half south on the continent to divide up the amount of time that they would need to grab some objects they needed for the ritual. And they're going to reconvene on the easternmost part of the continent soon, as the southernmost party has reached their objective. How I've done this is, and I asked everybody how we wanted to do this ahead of time. So it's 4 and 4 as far as player characters go. Let me think. So what happens is that uh, during half the session, I play with one half of the players, generally speaking, whoever went second last week. The other party is responsible for paying attention because it's polite, and they get in turn to play any monsters that the other party comes across. They get to roll dice to determine things like weather or that creature I told you about, their movement. And occasionally an NPC that I might need played at the same time as one of mine. So this is all part of the Pact, which is one of my most fun games ever. And this was just a little short description about some of the cool things that I do in it. In the meantime, though, it's time to decide what we get to do next. They got stuck together. Kith analysis. Changeling. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic evening, and if you like, you can tell me all about some of the weird things that you do in your games that lead to a more interesting gaming experience. Have a fantastic rest of your day.